Hello and welcome. So on the PTS server, the Montana Citadel has been lowered, which should make her harder to citadel, right? So let's take a look at the Citadel of the Montana right now. This is it, as you can see. That's the Citadel, the side plate, the Citadel deck armor, and it sits fairly high in the water. So if she shows broadside, a ship that can penetrate the side plate will citadel her, all the time. And this is what it looks like on the PTS server right now. So this is, again, you see the side plate, but this is not Citadel armor anymore. You see, the Citadel of the Montana sits at the waterline now. And you would think that this would make her a lot harder to citadel, right? At least as battleships, when she is showing broadside, but I don't think it actually makes much of a difference. It might in some cases, but I don't think that it generally is going to do all that much. Why? Because they also lowered the Citadel deck armor. It's 19mm now, which means that if that battleship shells will be able to overmatch this. And because shells curve slightly downwards, right, when they come in from the side, they will hit the Citadel deck armor and then overmatch it and still land into the Citadel and still deal a lot of damage. And again, I don't think it makes that much of a difference. Maybe it'll help against something like a Henry rushing you, and when you show broadside to the Henry, you're not gonna get citadel. Maybe. So here's an actual match from the PTS with this Montana. I know it's not a full match, but I'll still try my best. Luckily though, because it's PTS, there will be many tier 10 ships and quite a few battleships to fight, and I will try to put this Citadel to the test by going closer. Now, of course, because we're dealing with, a PTS server, it'll be more about dealing damage, but there will still be moments when I get shot, probably. So first of all, though, we do want to take care of the cruisers, the Henry and the Ibuki. The Henry mostly, because she can be quite deadly. Now, it would be interesting to find out if the Henry can citadel the Montana after these changes as easily, because the Henry might actually have some trouble since she cannot overmatch the Citadel deck armor with her AP. But because, she is a cruiser, and considering how close she gets, maybe she doesn't need that much help with it. Although perhaps she does. So she is showing a broadside, which actually, on the live server, it probably meant that the Henry just torpedoed me, but here, perhaps not. I'll just expect that it didn't happen. And even if it did, I mean, Henry's torpedoes are kinda weak. 5 overpens on the Ibuki, so nothing's different there. A Montana is shooting me. Hit me for a nice 5800 damage. Although, let's be honest, I think that Ibuki salvo did somewhat more damage. Okay, so the Ibuki was taken care of, but I do expect her to have torpedoed there. Or at least trying to torpedo. I'm being shot by a Yamato and, well, 20,000 damage. I'm not sure if that was a Citadel or not, though. It's hard to tell. But, even if it wasn't, I still took a whole bunch of damage. So in return, on the Montana shot, I did nothing either. But you can't really expect that if the shells go where they went. So since the 2 cruisers have been taken care of, it's mostly just fighting battleships left. They still have 1 cruiser left, but I'm pretty sure she's not actually around here. And it'll mostly be fighting these other battleships. Now I do have some backup, 2 battleships myself. Tank Slapper, I believe, in the Yamato, and some other guy. But since I am the closest ship, I will likely be the one actually tanking soon, perhaps not yet. So that Yamato was showing a broadside, so if I can take a shot, I would like to, since I should be able to hit her quite hard. Is that a Yamato without... Yeah, that's Yamato without camo on the PTS, and 2 Citadels on the Yamato for a nice 44,000 damage. I got shot for 3,000, so that means 2 overpens. Another Montana salvo. My first gun got disabled. So Now the Montana is showing me a broadside while on the map edge. Let's see how it goes. Actually, no Citadel. I also took out the gun from him though, so I should be alright. Or her. I'm angled towards the enemies. It's still... Actually, you know, one thing that this lowered Citadel might do is make frontal Citadel slightly more difficult, because the shells would have to curve slightly... I guess maybe not, I don't know. We'll see how it goes, because I didn't really get enough experience, and PTS isn't exactly the best place where to get it, because look at this. That Yamato is almost dead from my Citadels, and she still hasn't been angling against me. I'm not going forward, because I don't want to still show a nice flat broadside to the enemy Montana, because I do expect her to be able to take me out rather quickly here. But she apparently is interested in showing me a nice broadside, so let's see. Oh my god, my front gun got broken again! Jesus! I used just the mech gun for it, because I just want to fire. And those fell all into the water. My rear turrets are turning. And 18,000 damage. I'm pretty sure I just got Citadel there, because that was 18,000 damage from one gun. Sorry, one turret, so pretty sure those were Citadels. And as you can see, I still did 34,000 to the enemy, right? I definitely Citadel, and I just got Citadel in return. And I Citadel again, so yeah, this basically shows that against the Battleship, no, you can't show broadside like this. You will still get Citadeled. Okay, so Montana number 2 coming up. Unfortunately, I only have 10,000 HP, so I will try to somewhat angle, but first I would like to get my... Oh, she didn't fire at me, so I still have some more time to get my gun zone point to fire my shot and then start angling. Now this Montana seems to be currently angling as well, so I don't really want to fire like this because I don't think I will have much success. Now it's likely I would get penetrations but not Citadels, which quite isn't what I'm looking for. I'll try now, let's see. Nope, only 19,000 damage, no Citadels there. And 5 bounces. Oh wow, 2 of my main turrets are broken this time. What's going on? My main turrets keep breaking so much here. Is this like a consequence of the changes or something? Or is it something else? Well, my 2 other main turrets are reloaded, so... And since this Montana is showing a broadside, this is gonna be some delicious Citadels, I think. Look, Citadel. Although perhaps the amount... Oh, another one. Perhaps the amount of Citadels per salvo is lower, actually. Because I haven't done more than like 1 Citadel per salvo here, so perhaps it is like that. Okay, let's see. Since she's turning away, I will aim at the superstructure to kill, and there it is. And, yeah. I guess they only have 2 battleships left, but even if one sinks, the game is over. I'm gonna try a shot on this Yamato, since she is showing a nice broadside while reversing, so... that should be able to deal quite a bit of damage. And probably finish her off. Oh, never mind, somebody else shot her first, and I think that's gonna finish it. Yep, there it is. And that's game. So, as you saw, you can definitely still be Citadel if you show broadside, and although it might actually make it slightly more difficult to get Citadel. Now, one thing though it will do is it might make it more difficult to get Citadel, or it might make it easier to get Citadel from long range by cruisers. Also, 248k damage, high caliber, dreadnought, and 3,625 base experience in this game. 3,600 base experience, and as far as I am aware, they did not change experience on this PTS, which means that this is a rather exceptional amount of experience, especially considering how small this match was. 2.2 million potential damage and 233k damage of mine was dealt with the AP shells. And 6,000 by secondaries and 8,000 by the fires set by secondaries, and this game only lasted for 10 minutes. Here's the XP, and yeah, that was a really high amount of base XP. 8 Citadels this game, but I guess I did shoot the Yamato, so that's not exactly a Yamato that kept showing broadside. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, then like it, and I would like to thank the patrons on Patreon. Thank you very much for your continued support, Simon, and I hope I see you guys next time.